Many PMP students, when they succeed their exam, they celebrate for a couple of days, and after that they start wondering what they should do next. This question should be actually asked before they start their journey. But if you missed to define your target, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to explain what you should do next according to your position. And I have defined 3 categories. Either you are in the category of asking a promotion, or you are in the category of looking for a new job, or you are in the 3rd category where your objective from the PMP is for continuous growth. I'm going to explain what you should do in either of these cases. Let's start with the promotion case. And for the promotion case, I have an advice for you. Don't jump right away asking for promotions. If your company has some processes for upgrading you from a project coordinator, for instance, to a project manager, then you need to follow your guidelines. For instance, if your company already promised you with a promotion when you take the PMP, that's fine. You don't even need to watch this video. But in the case where you just took the PMP and you are wondering whether I need to ask for promotion immediately or not, I usually advise people not to ask for promotions right away. Wait until a few months in which you demonstrate your new skills and put them into action. So here, demonstrate your new skills. And after doing that, your supervisor will notice the change. And when the best moment comes, you ask for promotion. For some companies, for instance, they have regular review for the salary in the month of December. And in this case, if you take the PMP exam in May or June, then you need to wait until December and ask for promotion. But don't forget this, you need to put the PMP into action. Try to apply the best practices that you have learned throughout your PMP journey. This is the first step. Now it comes to the moment where you ask for promotion. Imagine that you have put some effort during these next months, and now it comes the month of December, and now you need to talk to your manager about the promotion. And in this stage, you need to do your homework. Your homework stands for preparation for the request itself. And in this case, you need to study the what if. You need to ask yourself, what if my manager didn't accept my request for promotion? And to structure your request, you need to study 2 things. You need to study what's your value within the organization or the project, and what's your value in the market. Because after all, it's an equation. If your supervisor or your manager thinks that they can replace you with a less affordable project manager, that they can do the job better than you, then there is no risk to decline your request. And if you think that you are having a great value in your company, your manager will not decline your request, and they will have the willing to increase your salary because they need you. So you need to think deeply about the situation, and before entering this meeting of requesting the increase of salary, try to make a study, try to make a plan, try to prepare your arguments, try to think deeply. What if they decline your request? What if they ask about KPIs? Try to document your journey in the last couple of months, what you added to the project, and what's your value in the market as well. So this is what you need to do in case you ask for promotion. Now let's move on to the next category, which is the case of looking for a new job. And here I'm talking about someone who is either working in their current company and they start thinking for a new job because he or she is stagnating in their current job, or for someone who is just looking for another job because they don't have any at the moment. So just after getting the PMP, you need to think about putting this certificate in LinkedIn and social media in your CV or resume, and you need to put your achievement in any place that you think is relevant. This is the first step. And after doing that, you need to think about strengthening your network by attending events and PMI events in your local area, you could be more visible. You can build networks, and through this network you can leverage it so you can get a new job. Remember, most of the opportunities you see is because of your network, not just because you randomly throw your CVs. Remember that. And the next element is about quantity. If you apply for jobs, think about how many applications you did. And here you need to create a KPI, which is the number of applications you did per day. If you are applying to, let's say, 10 jobs per day or 20 per day, that's fair enough to say that after a couple of weeks, I didn't find a job. But if you are applying 1 or 2 times a day, then it's not reasonable that you say that I didn't find a job, because simply 1 or 2 applications per day is not enough. You need to apply as many as possible, and remember that the percentage of getting an interview and the percentage of getting accepted is too little. It's very normal. If you apply to 100 jobs, maybe you get few interviews. So it's a normal case. Not all applications are going to be opened or investigated. And further, if you get selected, then you probably need to get few interviews. So the chances, to be fair with you, is not very huge. You need to increase your chance. It's similar to a sales funnel. Apply more than 10 applications per day and keep doing that for a couple of weeks. Don't give up. Believe me, this is the thing that you need to keep in mind when looking for new jobs. PMP is not magic that lets you get a job from the first or second applications. That's the rule. Okay, now that's about a new job. Don't give up, apply as much as possible. Let's move on to the continuous growth. And here I would say something. By learning the PMP, you will learn some tools and practices, but if you don't share among team members, probably you will forget most of the information. So you can share the knowledge in order to memorize it, in order to put some effort, so you do further search and you showcase your expertise in this field. If you don't share information, it only rests within yourself, and probably you will not grow as you should be, because sharing is the key for growth. Keep remembering that. The second thing is, now you have the PMP, which is Project Management Professional Certificate. Is that enough? Of course not. There are a lot of other certificates related to your specialties. If you are working in the construction field and you do planning, for instance, you can prepare and make the Primavera certificate. If you are a developer, you can do a certification in the DevOps field or the testing field. If you are in the e-health industry, there are some specialized certifications as well. So try to add more technical, let's say, and even management certifications. If you are just doing management, you don't deal with any other technical field, then you can do more studies and more certifications on specific field in the management, like the leadership, for instance. So all this kind of thing could add up to the PMP, and there are some overlap between the PMP and other certificates in a way that you feel that this new certificate is reinforcing the knowledge that you already have within the PMP. So these are all the things that you could consider after doing the PMP. If you have some other ideas, you can share as well in the comments box. I read all your comments, and if you like the video, don't hesitate to click on the subscribe button. See you in the next video.